All right, guys. All right. This is Judo Service once again. If you are stumbling on my YouTube channel, kindly like, share, and subscribe. You would not regret liking, sharing, and subscribing because if you really are passionate about any money from surveys, you are gonna get the hottest of the hottest when it comes to update tricks and the likes of it. All right. So today I'll be showing you guys a trick that you never thought about, and I do it a lot. I do it most times with my laptop. Yeah, I do it most times a lot with my laptop. But let me just see, and walk you through it via a mobile web. Yes, via mobile web. So this is my top survey account. This is my top survey account. It works for both top, Prime Opinion, N-Star, and Hey Cash. A lot of all these platforms who give points for disqualification, just like Curium Panel. You know how Curium Panel gives people points for disqualification. So this is the trick. Now this is my homepage, right? I'm not even seeing high points. Okay, I'm seeing a 24 points. Yes, these points are low. As at yesterday, there was a bonus. Yesterday there was a 100% bonus, so the points were here were higher and it was better. Okay, I'm still seeing another 24. Now the reason why points could be low, there are certain reasons why points could be low in your account. There are certain things that determines the type of survey you see on your profile. That's why they ask you demographic questions. Those demographic questions are just demograph simply means you who you are, right? The reason why they ask you is so that they'll match you with surveys that best fit you. So now these surveys that you see on my dashboard are surveys that they feel best fit me because of the age I used, because of the location I used, because of what again, maybe your number of children, the industry you work in. Now I'm using an EX1 location in this EX1 and postcode. I'm using an EX1 and postcode for this account. EX1 is Izeta. Izeta is not really a very big popular place, although it's big, but it's not as popular as London, right? So sometimes when you even ask people, yeah, okay, do you know somewhere? Izeta, a lot of people will not even know. It's a very quiet place. But once you just say London, everybody know London. So it's a quiet place. So what happened was there was a time I was working on so many accounts. So I decided that I'm not going to make all of my accounts be in London. I'll have some accounts in London, some in very rural areas that people know nothing about. So there could be surveys in that region that you will not see in your London account, but it will pop up in some of these accounts. So these are some of the factors and the reasons why you would see that some accounts have higher points more than some. It's just basically because of your location, your region, your region, and maybe the age you're using. And the last, very most important point, even your type of proxy, the type of proxy or the type of VPN you're using to access that page is very important. There are some surveys that the panelists, people, the researchers who have that survey, they encrypt it with what? With security. They encrypt it with security such that if your network, the network you're using to access that page, that survey, if your network is not strong, some of those surveys will not even appear. It will not, it's supposed to be on your dashboard, it is supposed to be there, but your network is not even strong enough to make it visible. And for some tab that will even be visible, when you click them, it will not take you anywhere, to take you to a dead end, because that particular survey link is encrypted, and the basic most and the basic encryption information, or the basic yes, encryption information is that these sites can only be accessed from some certain internet providers or from some certain connection type. So if you're outside that connection type, it will not work. You just discover that you're getting DQ, or the pay, it might not even show on your dashboard. So take note of all those stuff. So most times what I do is I try to have a variety of accounts. Yes, I try to have a variety. If I have an account that is in London, I'll try to have another one that is in another place that is far away from London. Maybe somewhere England, far away, somewhere close to Scotland, right? I'll try to get an account very far there, so that if I don't cash out here, I should be cashing out here. You just spray your waters, you spray your seeds across the waters. So that's basically what I do. So let's go back to the trick for today. This is what I do when I want to start survey and I come to my dashboard. These are some of the surveys I see. So I'll click this survey. It says I'm qualified to participate, and I'll click next. Check. If you check now, my number of tab has increased. So it's about loading me to start this survey. I'll go back here. I'll just allow this to load. Once it loads, I might just leave it here. Once it loads, I might leave it here. I'll go back to the first main page. All these are survey tabs, surveys that I have started. All these are survey tabs. I'll just open them like that. Then I'll come back here. I'll pick another link, another survey tab. I'll open it. I just started the link. I'll open it again. Okay, this is asking me for a pre-qualification. So I'll just answer. Let's see if it's going to tell me if I'm qualified. Let's see. I beg you. So once you just pick, I open like up to 10 of it, 10 tabs or 15 tabs. So this says you're qualified to participate. You can see the number of tabs again just increased. It was 6 before, it is now 7. So sometimes I usually open 10. This is the reason why I open 10. Now some of these surveys, right, some of these surveys are, what's it called, they are response sensitive. Yes, they are number of response sensitive. What do I mean by number of response sensitive? They require what? Sometimes they require a particular number of response. The response they need might be, they might just require like 800 response. So if you don't give that if you don't give response on time, you just realize that the next thing you see is that what's it called, that survey is already filled up. So what I do is, when I start, and then once it's filled up, sometimes automatically Instar and Hacker, some of them will just take it off your dashboard. You will no longer see it from your dashboard. And sometimes again, it will still be in your dashboard, but you'll be getting a lot of DQs. So it can happen if Heycash does not notice on time that the link is, or Insta does not notice on time that the link is filled up, they will leave it. They'll just leave it, and then if they leave it, you'll just be getting a lot of DQ. So when I open that 10 tabs, even if before I finish my main survey, people have filled it up, because I have opened that tab already, when I start, my response will not complete. But I'll get my 50 point for disqualification. So unlike when I did not open tabs to keep, so if you had not opened tabs to keep, by the time you're going to finish one survey, and you're coming back, you just realize that you are no more seeing some of those surveys you were seeing on the dashboard. Maybe people, total number of responses, they've gotten total number of response, and they have taken it off. Your dashboard. Okay, they have taken it off your dashboard. So which, if any, of the following statement describe your current financial status? I have an inconsistent. I have a new UK credit card. I'm currently taking steps to rebuild my credit score and having problems in the past. So for something like, you just have to be careful and and try to figure out what could they really want you to talk about. What do they really want to talk about? Which, if any, of the following statement describes your current financial status? I am currently taking steps to rebuild my credit score, having had problems in the past. I have had issues with borrowing money. I'm a new UK credit score market. Blah, blah, blah. That is, I have only recently moved to the UK. I'm a new borrower to the credit market. I have never borrowed. I hadn't. I had credits. I have credit before, and therefore don't have a credit footprint in UK. I have an inconsistent income. This is a bit tricky. They may be looking for somebody who don't have credit score, and on the other hand, they may be looking for someone who already have, to give them an insight. But let me go with this and see. This is where overtime mastery just lets you know what to pick. Now, for this particular survey, I have not answered this particular survey before. So if I'd answered it in a platform before, I would have known just the exact thing to pick, but I have not. So, but my guts, it's telling me to go for this. So I'll go for this and see. Okay, I pass. To say, which of the following type of credit do you currently have? Yes, for this I choose a lot. You know the reason why? Because they may want to talk about one of them, so it's better to just pick a lot. So you might most likely pick one of them. How many credit cards do you have? I'll just say I have 2 credit cards. They say, which brand of credit card have you had? Let me just say let me just say Barclay. All right, so back to what I was saying. So when I open those 10 tabs, like that, I'll pick high points of it. When I wake up in the morning, I pick high points of it, open those 10 tabs. Once I open those 10 tabs like this, even if people have filled it before I finish my software and come back, I'll get 50 points for disqualification. But if I had not opened those 10 tabs, by the time I would have been done with survey, when I even come, I'll just realize that the survey is no more in my dashboard. So that's a trick. That's what I do, and it's what's it called? It pays very very well. It makes your earning grow. So once you open your phone in the morning and you want to start, check all the high points of it. Open all the high points. Open all of them. Open all the high points of it in a tab. Once you open them on a tab, then start answering them one by one. Anyone you are not able to answer or that has been expired, you will get a 50 point. You get a 50 points. So imagine you getting 50 points for 10. Is that not 500 points? You're getting close. So imagine you, for all those high points of it, you open like 20 tabs for them. That's like 1000 points. You open like 20 tabs for them. So by the time you would have, by the time, if you had not opened those 20 tabs, by the time you would have been answering them one by one to come, people would have filled it already. Because those big points, they wait for anybody. And those big points, the DQ is 50 points. For the smaller ones, the DQs are 5 points. So that's the trick I do, and I hope you understand it. If you don't understand it, leave a comment in the comment section, and then highlight the points you don't really get, and I would what's it called? I'll buttress, and I'll give more lighting into that part. So yes, I'm currently using Jonix Proxy. It's an amazing proxy. It is very, very sharp. It is very sharp, but you just need to know how to manage it. It's in gigabyte. So I'll also be dropping the link. I'll also be dropping the link to sign up on Jonix. It's a very, very, very clean IP. Yes, you can fund it via LTC. Yes, via LTC and crypto option. If you don't know how to fund via crypto option, just join my community. Come into the comment section. Just let me know you want to join my community. I'll send you a WhatsApp group. Join it and create an account with Jonix, and I'll also help you fund. So this just did. So how familiar are you with some of this credit card? So I just said I've used this card. Let's see. I've used it regularly. Let me just say. Let me pick Capital One card. Let me just go. Please don't be fast like this. This is very bad. You see, I'm just doing this so that the video doesn't get very long. Don't be fast like this. When you speed through surveys, they will disqualify you. Some have securities. They want you to stay on they want the landing time for each page could be 3 or 5 seconds. So once a page load, they want you to stay first for 3 to 5 seconds, because they believe that when you stay 3 to 5 seconds, it means you read it. So if you don't stay 3 to 5 seconds, it's just going to take you out. So please don't speed through. Yeah, which of the following cards would be your first choice when selecting? Okay, let me just say, uh, let me just go with the Capital One. Okay, let me just go back like, but you have to be very careful here, because sometimes they may want to talk about a particular card, and if you don't pick that particular card, your survey is going to end here. So I'll just think which popular brand most likely have adverts. Let me just go with Barclay Visa, and I hope I've chosen the right one. Okay, I'm good. And how likely are you to consider choosing each of the following cards? Yes, I might consider it. Aqua, I might consider it. Marbles, I'll seriously consider it. Capital One, I'll seriously consider it. Tesco, I'll seriously consider it. This, I'll consider. Please don't choose I'll not consider, because you may just choose I'll not consider for a card that is important to them. So pass. They say which of these brands of credit cards do you keep my personal information? I'll just okay. There's no screener here. I'll just speak. Allow to find everything online. Allow customers to trying to make this video very fast. I want to finish this survey on this video. I was thinking, I never thought I was going to answer a survey on this video. I just wanted to explain that my trick. Allow quality check. So also be careful. There are screener questions. Be careful so a screener question does not pop up and you feel it. Your survey is going to be long, because they're doing adverts for a lot of stuff. Sometimes it's better to pick more options than to pick fewer options. When you pick fewer options, it will take you shorter time to complete your survey. But at the end of the day, it's risky. It's risky because if you pick fewer options, you may most likely not tick what they want you to talk about, what they want to talk about. And if you did not pick what they want to talk about, they will just disqualify you now. Since you didn't pick it, there's no point continuing the survey with them. So as I'm swiping it very fast, I'm also very careful of which of the brand would you consider. So I'm also careful of screener. Which of the best describe your home income? I usually go for on with mortgage. I like it sometimes because they like all those mortgage things. They like it. They say, which of the foreign cities do you live close to? I live close to Bristol. That's why I live close to. Thank you. Any feedback? I don't have feedback. Thank you for completing the survey. So I'm done. I'm using the web, so it's trying to redirect me back. It's trying to redirect me back to. I wanted to see the point I just completed, but I've completed the survey. It is done. Let me see if it's going to show me. Okay, it's not showing me the point, but I'm done with the survey. All right, so my point is going to add. It's going to add up. It's going to add up. But let me see. I can still see how much points this survey gave me. I can still see. Let's go back here and see. Let's see how many points I can come to. Surveys completed. Today is not 13. Okay, it's a very low point survey. It's actually a low point. It's actually a low point survey. So it's 0.00 point. I didn't even check it. It's a low point survey. So for the trick I was talking about, right? For the trick I was talking about, target high point surveys like there's one I passed the other time, 0.8. Target all those survey, open them as fresh tab. A lot of them 1 point. Once you see them, open them as fresh tab, then follow all of them again. So that's all, guys. Peace and love.